Hey y'all, watching Girl again. I was gonna go to bed, but nah, I wanted to make one more video. Um, this video is gonna be kind of weird, um, because I'm from California. I've lived in California, I've lived in Colorado, now I live in Texas. My video is about, the places where I lived. Um, and I'm sure you've heard, crap about California and crap about Texas, and of course a famous movie, which doesn't come to mind what the movie's name is, but of course, is about a drill instructor with the guy that he called, I can't think of the name now. But he sat there and asked him where he came from, and he said he's from Texas. And of course, that's when the drill sergeant said, well, there's only two things that come from Texas: steers and queers. And I don't see no horns, so it leaves one thing. Well, I'm here to clarify. California versus Texas. Okay. I live in California. Weather's nice. I love it. In Texas, the weather is enough to kill you. The humidity here, oh my God. During the summer, it sucks. You don't ever want to go outside, trust me. And of course, the winter here is enough to, excuse my French, guys, enough to freeze your nuts off. I just say it how it is. Well, the crime rate in California, dear God, you go, as soon as you step outside your door, you're either going to catch a stray bullet, or you're going to get mugged. Some places in California are like that. I'm not saying, every place in California is like that. But where I was, basically raised, that's how it was. And of course, you got your gangs down there. You got your Bloods, your Crips, your Norteños, and your Scraps. You got all of them fighting 24/7. You look at one of them wrong, and all of a sudden, what homes they gonna, whatever. And you got drive-bys, and of course, a lot of innocent kids and people catch a stray bullet. Well, so far since I've been up here in Texas, it's safe for my kids to go outside. I don't have to worry about them, catching a stray bullet. I don't have to worry, about them getting older and have to join a gang to survive. Up here they have Southern hospitality, and they really do. I will tell you a story. One time, me and my kids, where we lived, we like to have our place looking nice, and so people would throw, soda cans, beer cans, just all over the place. And so I'm trying to teach my kids, I'm trying to install good things in them. Well, so we, decided that, we're just going to clean up a little bit, pick up all the cans and everything that we can find. Well, we went and did that, and an older lady stopped and asked us if we needed a ride. And I told her, I was like, no, ma'am, we're just over here, picking up cans and cleaning stuff up and everything. And she insisted that, she'd give us a ride home, because it'd take us at least, about an hour to get back. And so, I graciously said, I accepted it and said, okay, thank you. Well, as soon as she dropped us off, now this lady didn't know me from nothing, This is how much hospitality they have. This lady hands me over $20. And I told her, that I couldn't take it, because that's just how I was raised, I don't need to take someone's money when I have my own. And so, I fought with this lady for 10 minutes over $20. Told her, I didn't need it, for her to go ahead and keep it, and she just wasn't hearing it. And so that's how much Southern hospitality they have. I mean, you can be walking down the street to go check your mail, and they're going to stop automatically and ask, if you're all right. Up here it's yes ma'am, no ma'am. A child has no chance to disrespect any elder. Trust me on that one. They got switches up here. In California, kids down there, they don't know what respect is. There's big time drugs going everywhere. I mean, every corner you hit, there's someone selling drugs. Even the smallest child, 10 years old, and they start doing drugs. Up here, there's barely any drugs, nothing. I mean, like I said, I've had a really good life since I was my kids. I mean, there's no worries up here. Yeah, some part of Texas, yeah, they have drug problems, but not like in California. And as soon as drugs start being distributed, cops are right on it. It's no waiting, 10, 15 minutes for a cop to show up. Now in California, you call the police, you'd be waiting about an hour or 2 hours before they show up. So anything happens, it's going to take a while for them to show up. Up here, like for instance, one day, me and my kids were outside, and I smelled marijuana. So of course, I took my kids and brought them inside the house. I called the cops. You would think they were sitting right around the corner. I mean, that's how quick they got here. I was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, up here, everyone is just so much nicer. Like I said, you could be walking down the street and all of a sudden someone will stop me, hey, do you need a ride? Are you okay? I mean, that's how, it's weird. That's how I met my fiance, by the way. He tried to give me a ride. I'm like, no, because where I come from, you get in a car with a stranger, and you'd be lucky if you're seen again. That's how bad where, I used to live. Now, I'm happy where I live. My kids can go outside. I have no worry about, someone coming up offering them drugs, some tweaker coming up and starting problems. So the whole steers and queers, no, they do got a lot of bulls and buffaloes and cows. They do have that. But other than, what everyone else thinks, no. Everyone up here, it's a southern hospitality, and of course people think Texas, they got cowboys that ride horses. No. And that's another thing about Texas, too. You don't see people sagging. You go to California, you turn around, everybody's sagging their pants. Like they crapped their pants. Up here, no. There's a lot of, guys that wear cowboy boots and Wranglers and a nice shirt, but you don't see them with a horse or anything, That's optional. And so, but I thought I'd clear that up, California versus Texas. I mean, any place you go, you'll have problems, and there's some places that are better than others. But I'm here to set the record straight, Texas isn't the way everyone thinks. Texans aren't stuck up. No one over here is stuck up. They're all nice. I mean, they have each other's backs. They don't have to know you from Adam's apple, and they'll still have your back. That's what's good about this. In California, yeah, you'd be lucky if you find someone to have your back. Simple as that. And of course you have to fear of retaliation. And up here you don't. Like I said, there's people up here, I can't believe, all the hospitality I got when I first came up here. Because my first thought was, okay, they're going to find out from California, and that's it. They're just going to go all off on me. Oh no, as soon as, they found out from California, their first question was, why'd you move up here? It wasn't like, oh God, here's someone from California, oh great. It wasn't anything like that whatsoever. If anything, they were intrigued. They wanted to know about California. They wanted to know how it was, how the weather is down there. It was really weird. Now, if you go to California from Texas, it's going to badmouth you from one side to the other before getting to know you. And yes, they have that southern accent, and it intrigues me when I hear the southern accent. It just makes me laugh, And up here, I'm telling you, it's just yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. And it's just weird. It really is. And so I'm just here to clarify, California versus Texas and all that. No, you'll always find somewhere that's always different from everywhere else. It's just not that much gangs up here, not much drugs, really no violence. And when they throw a shindig, they throw a shindig. Wow. They say, comfort food is the best, and trust me, Texas has the comfort food. They fry everything, fried chicken, fried steak, fried pork chop, fried Brussels sprouts, fried everything, I'm telling you. Every day I learn something new about Texas. So, but okay, I'm going to let y'all go because right now Texas is really cold and I am freezing, and it's time for me to turn up the heater and get in my bed. All right, y'all. Check you out later. Bye. What? Have I been that